afternoon, and welcome to the 2026 Okaloosa Schools Academic Tournament. This year we have 7 schools from Okaloosa County going head-to-head in a double elimination tournament format. These standout students will be displaying their knowledge of math, science, history, fine arts and literature, pop culture, and more to determine this year's champion. I'm your host and moderator, Stella Verswyvelt. Lisa Nall will be our timekeeper and scorekeeper, while Alexa Castle will serve as our chief judge and make the decision on all things official. Alexa Castle is a native of Niceville, Florida. She received her Bachelor of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering from the University of Florida and a Master's of Systems Engineering from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. She currently works on Eglin Air Force Base in the Range Support Squadron as a Target Systems Engineer. Her team is responsible for providing land, maritime, and threat system targets for test and training activities for Eglin. Today's teams are from Fort Walton Beach High School and Choctawhatchee High School. We're going to take a quick break to hear from our different Okaloosa schools, and we'll be back shortly to introduce our team members. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and introduce our coaches and team members for today's match. From Fort Walton Beach High School, our coach is Tavia Marez, and the students are
Chloe Smith, senior.
Cole Ruiz, senior.
Ian Thompson, senior.
Jetta Sichalin, senior.
And from Choctawhatchee High School, our coach is Elizabeth Crandall, and the students are
Ashton Newcomer, junior.
AJ Burnich, senior.
Jonathan Morgan, senior.
Alec Jantine, senior.
All right, so we'll get started with our toss-up question number 1. The topic is grammar. This punctuation mark signals a sudden interruption, an abrupt shift in thought, or added emphasis within a sentence.
Hyphen.
That is not correct. I'll repeat the question in its entirety for Fort Walton. This punctuation mark signals a sudden interruption, an abrupt shift in thought, or added emphasis within a sentence. In modern prose, it often replaces commas or parentheses for stylistic impact and is typically
M dash.
That's correct. Bonus number 1. What punctuation mark is sometimes paired with the M dash to indicate a break in dialogue when a speaker is interrupted?
I think it's a colon because they usually pair those together.
Colon or semicolon?
I think a colon.
Okay.
A colon?
That is not correct. The answer was ellipsis. Bonus number 2. In formal typography, what slightly shorter mark is used to show ranges such as pages 45 to 62 or New York to London flight?
It's an N dash.
N.
N,
Yeah.
yes.
It's that.
An N dash?
That's correct. All right, toss-up number 2. The topic is science. This type of star forms when a massive star exhausts its nuclear fuel and undergoes a core collapse, leaving behind an incredibly dense remnant composed mostly of neutrons. Identify this stellar object.
Supernova.
That is not correct. Over to Fort Walton.
A red dwarf?
That is not correct. The answer was neutron star. Neutron star. All right, toss-up number 3. The subject is math. A system of 2 linear equations and 2 variables may be solved by substitution, elimination, or using determinants. What rule uses...
Cramer's rule.
That's right. Bonus A. If the determinant of a coefficient matrix is 0, what term describes such a system?
I don't either.
Normal, maybe.
Okay, sure. Normal?
That is not correct. The answer was dependent or inconsistent system. Okay, bonus B. What is the determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix?
Isn't it AB minus CD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
AB minus CD?
Okay, that is correct.
Okay.
All right, toss-up number 4. The subject is literature. This 1798 narrative poem by Samuel Taylor Coleridge appears as the opening work of Lyrical Ballads, the collection that helped define the early Romantic movement. In it, an old sailor detained...
Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner.
That's correct. Bonus A. What symbol of guilt does the mariner wear around his neck?
Oh, I think it might be an anchor. An anchor?
That is not correct. It's the dead albatross.
Yes, it is. Why?
Bonus B. What poetic meter dominates the narrative sections of the Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner?
I don't know.
Iambic?
Probably iambic.
I think that's the one.
Yeah, iambic.
No, that is not correct. It was ballad meter.
Okay.
Okay. Toss-up number 5. The topic is history. Beginning in 1917, this political upheaval toppled...
The Russian Revolution.
Yes, that is correct. Bonus A. What temporary governing body replaced Tsar Nicholas II after the February Revolution?
I think it's just the provisional government.
Provisional government? The provisional government?
That's correct. Bonus B. What influential group of workers, soldiers, and peasants' councils played a key role in enabling the Bolsheviks to seize power?
Yeah, it would be the Red Army, right?
Yeah, probably.
The Red Army?
No, that is not correct. We're looking for the Soviets. Alternative answers were Petrograd Soviet or workers' councils. Okay. Toss-up number 6. This topic is science. This geophysical boundary represents a sharp change in the composition and density of Earth's interior, where seismic waves abruptly speed up as they travel from the brittle lithosphere into the denser ultramafic materials below. Identified in 1909 through the study of earthquake wave refraction, it is named for the Croatian seismologist who first recognized this sudden jump in velocity. Identify this major discontinuity that marks the transition between Earth's crust and mantle.
Time.
Okay, the answer was Mohorovicic discontinuity. I was going to be really impressed if anybody got that one right. All right, toss-up number 7. The topic is mythology. In Hindu mythology, this deity forms part of the Trimurti alongside Shiva and Vishnu.
Brahma.
That's correct. Bonus A. Which Hindu deity is known as the preserver of the universe and sustainer of cosmic order?
That one's Vishnu.
Vishnu?
Yeah.
Vishnu?
Yes, that is correct. Bonus B. In Hindu, what cyclic process describes the continuous creation, preservation, and destruction of the universe?
I think that one's Dharma. Yeah.
Dharma? Dharma?
That is incorrect. It is samsara. Samsara. Okay, toss-up number 8. The topic is religion. This woman served as a prophetess and judge of Israel, leading the Israelites to victory against the Canaanites under General Barak. Known for her wisdom and leadership, she held court beneath a palm tree between Ramah and Bethel. Identify this Old Testament heroine.
Ethel.
That is not correct. Fort Walton?
Mary Magdalene.
That is not correct. The answer was Deborah. Deborah. All right, moving on to toss-up number 9. The subject is sports. Drafted first overall by the New Orleans Pelicans in 2012, this power forward quickly became known for his elite shot blocking and versatility before joining the Los Angeles Lakers in 2019. A key piece in the Lakers' 2020 NBA championship, he is a multiple-time All-Star and Olympic gold medalist. Identify this player nicknamed the Brow.
Anthony Davidson.
That is not quite correct.
Anthony Edwards.
That is not correct. That's worse, incorrect. It was Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, I'm sorry. All right, toss-up number 10. The topic is technology. This fundamental process in cybersecurity transforms readable, plain text in...
Encryption?
That's correct. Bonus A. What encryption algorithm adopted by the U.S. in 2001 replaced DES as the federal standard?
I have no idea.
Morse, I don't know. I have no idea.
I think this one, it's LLV5. I think that's one of them. LLV5.
No, the answer is AES, Advanced Encryption Standard. Okay, bonus B. What mathematical problem underlies the security of RSA encryption?
No, that's fluid dynamics. I knew what this was, but I don't know anymore. I think it's like McNafee or something. The McNafee problem.
That is incorrect. Prime factorization of large integers is what we were looking for. All right, toss-up number 11. All right, that is the first half. We'll go to a break and come back for our halftime scores. Okay, welcome back. We have a halftime score of Fort Walton Beach 60, Choctaw 35. We have two substitutions from the Fort Walton team, and at this time they will introduce themselves.
Draven Braden Holt, Jr.
Harper Cook, Senior.
All right, let's begin the second half. Toss-up question number 11. The subject is literature. Set in Mississippi, this William Faulkner novel uses stream of consciousness narration and multiple perspectives to depict the Bundren's family's journey to bury their matriarch, Addie. It explores death, duty, and disintegration of rural Southern life. Identify this 1930 novel.
The Sound and the Fury?
That is not correct. Choctaw, do you have an answer? All right, the answer was As I Lay Dying. As I Lay Dying. All right, toss-up number 12. The subject is math. To find the local maximum or minimum of a differentiable function, one sets the derivative equal to 0 and analyzes critical points. Identify this general calculus technique used to determine optimal values.
Optimization.
That is correct.
Okay.
Bonus A. What test uses the sign of the first derivative around a critical point to determine if it's a maximum or minimum?
First derivative test.
The first derivative test?
That's correct. Bonus B. For a function of two variables, the determinant of what matrix helps classify critical points as maxima, minima, or saddle points?
What was that one matrix that was mentioned before?
That was a 2x2 matrix.
Well,
They didn't specify
there was
what
a
kind.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I'm going to go with the 2x2 matrix. A 2x2 matrix.
That's not what we're looking for. The answer is Hessian matrix. Hessian matrix.
Yes. That's the one.
All right. Toss-up 13. The subject is science. This property describes how the vapor pressure of a solvent decreases when a non-volatile solute is added. It helps explain phenomena like boiling point elevation and freezing point depression. Identify this type of property that depends only on solute particle concentration.
Saturation.
That is not correct. Fort Walton, do you have an answer?
Pressure.
That is also incorrect. The answer is colligative property. Toss-up number 14. The subject is history. This 15th century royal figure played a pivotal role in early European maritime expansion by founding a center for navigation.
Henry the Navigator?
Yes, that is correct. Bonus A. What oceanic current did Portuguese sailors exploit to travel down Africa's coast and back to Europe?
I don't know. The Gulf Stream?
Sure, yeah.
The Gulf Stream?
No, that's not correct. I'm sorry. It's Canary Current. Bonus B. Which explorer sailing decades later became the first European to reach India by rounding the Cape of Good Hope?
So Francis Drake.
I think it was Portuguese. This might have been Magellan. He was
Okay.
probably British.
Straight to Magellan.
Magellan.
That is not correct. It was Vasco da Gama. All right, toss-up number 15. The topic is pop culture. This singer-songwriter, known for her whispery vocals, dark aesthetics, and collaboration with her brother Phineas.
Billie Eilish.
That's correct. Bonus A, what James Bond theme did Billie Eilish record in 2020?
No Time to Die.
Yeah, you can say that.
No Time to Die.
That's correct.
Nice.
Bonus B, in 2020, Billie Eilish won the Academy Award for Best Original Song for what Barbie soundtrack ballad?
What was I made for?
What was I made for?
That is also correct. Toss-up number 16, the topic is science. This quantity represents the rate of change of velocity with respect to time and is measured.
Acceleration.
That is correct. Bonus A, what term describes acceleration that remains constant over time, such as in ideal freefall motion?
Velocity.
Velocity, yeah.
We can try that.
Velocity.
No, the answer is uniform acceleration. Okay, bonus B. If a car accelerates uniformly from rest to 25 meters per second in 5 seconds, what is its acceleration?
5 meters per second.
5
The second.
Yeah. 5 meters per second.
Can you be more specific?
I don't know.
Okay, it's 5 meters per second squared.
Oh.
It's the acceleration, right? Okay. Looking for the right units there. All right, toss-up number 17. The topic is literature. Published in 1866, this psychologically complex novel centers on a destitute former law student who convinces himself that extraordinary individuals may transgress moral boundaries for a perceived greater good. After murdering a pawnbroker and her sister,
Crime and Punishment?
that is correct. Bonus A. What saintly prostitute serves as Raskolnikov's moral counterpoint?
I have not read this book in years.
No idea.
I don't know either.
Okay.
I'm just going to go into no answer. No answer.
Okay, the answer was Sonia. Sonia.
Yes.
Bonus B. What later Dostoevsky's novel explores faith, doubt, and free will through 3 brothers and their father's murder?
That's the Brothers Karamazov. The Brothers Karamazov.
Yes, that is correct. All right, toss-up number 18. The subject is math. This type of angle is formed when 2 chords intersect on a circle such that its vertex lies on the circumference rather than at the center. Its measure equals half the measure of the intercepted arc, a relationship that also...
A right angle.
No, that is not correct. I'm going to repeat the question in its entirety for Choctaw. This type of angle is formed when 2 chords intersect on a circle such that its vertex lies on the circumference rather than at the center. Its measure equals half the measure of the intercepted arc, a relationship that also explains why all such angles subtending the same arc are congruent. Frequently used in proving cyclic quadrilateral properties and solving advanced arc measure problems, identify this angle defined by a vertex on the circle itself.
I just say in center.
It's
Like cute angle.
No, that is not correct. It was inscribed angle. Inscribed angle. All right, toss-up 19. The subject is fine arts. This 19th century Polish composer, one of the central figures of the Romantic era, revolutionized keyboard writing through works that combined nationalistic dance rhythms with refined lyricism and unprecedented technical demands. His output, almost exclusively for solo piano, includes genre-defining nocturnes, virtuosic etudes that explore specific technical challenges, and polonaises that evoke the spirit of his homeland. Although he spent most of his creative life in Paris among expatriate artists and intellectuals, his music remained deeply tied to Polish identity. Identify this influential composer.
Chopin.
That's correct. Bonus A, what French novelist and feminist had a long relationship with Chopin?
Idea.
De Beauvoir, maybe? I
Okay.
don't know. Simone de Beauvoir.
No, the answer is George Sand. Bonus B, Chopin's Revolutionary Etude was inspired by the 1831 uprising in which occupied nation?
1831 uprising in what nation?
Germany? No.
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 I don't know. I'll
neither.
go with Russia.
Russia?
Russia. It's not correct.
No, I'm sorry, the answer was Poland. Poland.
That makes sense.
Oh, because he was
Yeah,
based on
he's from,
Polish.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
from Poland.
All right,
And
toss-up
Boston.
number 20. The subject is mythology. This ferryman transports the soul...
Chiron.
Yes, that is correct. Bonus A. What flower associated with the underworld is said to have sprung from Persephone's footsteps?
Lotus.
Lotus? Maybe.
Lotus?
I don't know. A lotus.
No, the answer is Narcissus. Narcissus. Bonus B. Name the river whose waters erase all memory of mortal life.
That's Lethe. Lethe.
Yes, Lethe is correct answer. That's the match. All right, that's the end of the match. We'll be back in a moment with our final score. We have a final score of Fort Walton Beach 135, Choctaw 75. Thank you to all the students who participated in today's match, and thank you to the viewers for tuning in to watch this exciting event. We'd also like to thank our corporate sponsors, Microsystems Incorporated and Master Wall Incorporated. Stay tuned next time for further tournament action, and good night.